one in front, loose, they score! The Bulldogs strike first!
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
A whiteout Saturday from the Arrington Ice Arena, a massive tilt between the University of Wisconsin River Falls and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. Happy to have you all join us here. We've got our whiteout shirts here today. Free student giveaway at the door. Happy to rep our team. This is going to be a fun one. A huge heavyweight battle. We've got number 1 and number 4 in the country. Number 1 being the defending national champs in Wisconsin River Falls. Number 4 for the Bulldogs. This is a rematch of last year's Frozen Four semifinal game where the Falcons wound up winning that game late in the third period. They went on to win the national championship, so a chip on the shoulder for the Bulldogs here today.
I would even consider this to be one of the biggest games that this barn has ever hosted. It's going to be an insane game, and the fans here are already hyped up even before puck drop.
You can see the students start to file in. It's dark in the arena, but down there's a whole section of white t-shirts supporting the Lady Dogs. I'm excited for this one. You can feel the energy. But let's talk a little bit about statistics. The Bulldogs this season 9-1-0 on the year. Their only loss, a 1-0 OT loss in the first game of the season, which really shocked a lot of people. But last week they got 2 massive wins down in sunny Florida. They were able to top Trinity College 3-1 in regulation and Utica College 3-2. Those are 2 massive wins. How do you think that momentum is going to help them in this game?
I mean, when you win big against 2 ranked teams, that competition just fuels you to be even better. And especially when you go against a top-ranked team that beat you last year and ended your season last year, you're always going to have a chip on your shoulder.
I think one of the main reasons why we saw some good offensive efforts, we got to talk about Courtney Benn right now. 10 games so far on the year, 10 goals, 10 assists. She's on fire.
Yeah, you're rocking 2 per. And it's just perfect, too. Goal scorer and assist player, too. 10 and 10.
So playoff energy for this game. Now we'll shift our energy to the visiting team in Wisconsin River Falls. They're 6-0-2 on the year. Number 1 right now in the NCAA national ranking. They're number 2 in their conference in the WIAC. And last weekend, a big win against St. Olaf. They won 11-2. So they're coming off a big goal margin, and I have to imagine that this one today is going to be a little bit less than that.
I would agree with you completely. One player I want to mention, Megan Goudreau. She is gross. She's got 18 points in 8 games, and she can facilitate the puck extremely well. 13 assists with those 5 goals, too.
So the record for River Falls is 13-7-2 all time. So these 2 teams have played each other quite a lot over the past number of years, and they have the winning record. So they've got the edge. They've got the last win in the series. We're going to see what's going to happen here today. They're going to look to make a statement for sure.
No, both teams are looking to make a statement. You come into this barn with this crowd and beat Adrian. That's a huge statement. Adrian, if they come in and beat the number 1 ranked team, that's also another huge statement.
All right, well, our opponents are set. We get the starting lineup and the national anthem shortly, but we're going to step aside here in the booth. Opening puck drop on whiteout Saturday here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Don't go anywhere. First period action coming up You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics, brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduated.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Inside the Arrington Ice Arena, it is a whiteout here in beautiful Adrian, Michigan. It's the University of Wisconsin River Falls and the Adrian College Bulldogs in a rematch of the semifinal game of last year's Frozen Four. This is going to be a fun one. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Stands are packed. Energy is there. We are ready to go as we await opening puck drop. Everybody will gather at center. 20 minutes on the score clock. Puck is dropped, and we are underway from the AIA. Kadlik will dump this in. Now it's Maya Roy, goes up the boards and out. This will settle in front of the cage of Jordan O'Kane. She escorts it wide. And a fast start here for both sides. Olsen angled off the puck. Swung to the top. Olsen again. looks to make a play. You see the student section behind goaltender Andy Gilbert. Sent to the top of the point. McKenna R. Wolschlager slides it around. Olsen can't control it. Now it's Roy. Here goes Maya Roy with a head of steam. Waiting for the right pass option. Goes off the boards and down low. Maya Roy scanning. Sends a stretch feed up ice for Johnson. Has Lowry behind her. A good shot there. They try and poke for it. It's loose, but the whistle will blow. And O'Kane will come up with the stop.
And that puck looked to be a little bit loose there, but the whistle blown. Official couldn't see the puck.
Here's Kylie Jones with some speed down the right wing. Pulls up. Simon lifts it off of her stick, and it popped up over the netting.
See the Bulldogs trying to use their glass to their advantage. Trying to just go glassing out and not give the defenders for the Falcons any chance to catch the puck and get a couple of shots on.
Johnson ties up on the face-off circle. D-to-D pass for the Falcons. They rotate it down low. Stopping on the boards, it's Howarth. Johnson was tripped up in the process, and the fans want a call. They don't get one. It's sent to the wall. Johnson's pass goes all the way down. Lowry will chase it, but the first player back is Carothers. And it's icing, 18-17 left to go in the first.
Yeah, Lowry had a jump right split in the D for the Falcons, but that pass just couldn't find her stick. Otherwise, she would have had a high-quality chance going into the zone there.
Defensive zone draw as it's slap shotted around the boards. Lowry stops it to a halt. Spun back low. There's Pomerleau. Gives it for Pietrucha. Off the boards and out. Sammy Poole retreating. Emma Simon right behind her to try and make the play. Courtney Ben catches around the boards. Now it's Eilina Dopaida. Dopaida second in points on this Bulldogs team. 6 goals, 9 assists for 15 on the season so far. This puck settling around. Poole hammers it off the boards, and the Falcons look to clear. This is LaSalle. Lets a shot go. Off the boards. LaSalle controlling. There's Trubin. Lets a shot go, and just wide. Got through a couple of bodies. Maya Roy losing. There's a chance in front. And the shot canceled out. Good stick taps on the bench for some solid defensive efforts. Maya Roy with her stretch pass trying to find Courtney Ben up ice. But it's off the mark and iced.
That's the second time now that those pucks were just barely missed on those passes. Trying to stretch Lady Dog into getting a nice chance. But what I like from Adrian so far is that they're just playing simple, just trying to go glassing out and trying to catch those far passes as well.
Roy's pass picked off. Here's a chance in the slot. Looking for a backhand. They don't let it go. As it's thrown to Jones, her point shot is blocked. Jones will pick it back up. Flips it up into midair. Soccer kick fanned on. Spinning a shot. There's a chance. Maybe a wraparound. No. Jones had an opportunity. Shifty move by Courtney Ben. She'll gain the red line and dump it in. Playoff energy surging through the building here at the AIA. Pomerleau goes back for Hansen. Now up the wall. Goudreau lifts in. Red sweaters will make a full line change. Hansen claps it off the end wall. No breakout successful there. And River Falls doing a good job at stopping the Bulldogs just about at the blue line as they're looking to get out with it on the last couple of chances. This is guided along the wall, picked up, and Bell will carry it through. Taken off the puck quickly. Ripped around the boards. There's Johnson. Pomerleau scans. Doesn't let the pass go at first. Finally, she does. Here's a chance in front for Simon. She put it high over the bar. Lowry shovels it left to right. This squeaks through the feet of Roy. No icing as Dopita works it on the opposite hands. There's a shot from downtown, stick to side. Katerlich let it go, and the student section letting Annie Gilbert know that they're behind her. Lowry with an unsuccessful stick lift. As this works for Dopita, gets table-topped there. Fans want a call, but I think everybody just collided together. This is spun around the boards. Handle down low. This is Trubin. A soft pass for Lowry. Kylie Jones works it free. In the slot, taken away by Roy. She fires it down the ice, and it will be icing with 14:07 left to go in the first.
Yeah, this Falcon squad doing a good job of just holding some pressure against the Bulldogs, not allowing them to break out cleanly and creating some turnovers, especially with their defensemen jumping up every single time to cut off those passes to the wingers.
Face-off tied up on the circle, sent to the point, ripped around the boards. LaSalle going to retrieve it. In the slot area, there's Courtney Ben. Banks it off the boards. Here's a step for Maya Roy. Maya Roy's in. Stopped. Great pad save by O'Kane. Maybe with some elevation, Roy would have gotten it, but a good shot attempt nonetheless. Sort of slipped behind the defenses there.
Especially as a defenseman, too. I mean, that high up in the play, normally don't see that.
Maya Roy, one of those veteran players. She's a grad student from Clarkston, Michigan, so her 5th year of collegiate eligibility. All of them spent with Adrian College.
She's a great player. I think she was trying to sneak that 1-5 hole, and just a good pad save by O'Kane.
Anderson sneaking around as this is Howarth, who gets it in deep. Wolschlager ties up on the boards. They play it free, slapping for it. Nobody can handle it yet, as it's still jostled around. Goudreau can't come away with it. Wolschlager trailing in front, catches a pass off the boards. Here's Wolschlager, a nice move. Jumps over a defender, and she's tripped by Poole, but she fell down there, so no tripping call. Puck is tied up with white and red sweaters. Johnson working around the zone, trying to start the rush. Johnson to Lowry. Back for Johnson, right side wing. In the slot, Simon's shot goes high. Good look for Simon again, but she can't keep it under the bar. Quick one-touch pass. Here's a break for Bell. In on net. Scores! Catherine Bell goes bar down and opens up the scoring.
Yeah, she was just able to sneak behind the defenseman for Adrian. And it's a long pass, and then whoop, there you go. And this shot was placed beautifully, bar down. And it silences the crowd here at AIA.
12:04 left to go in the first period. Catherine Bell gets the first goal of the game. and that will be her 10th on the season. So 11 points for her. Is the top goal scorer for this Falcons squad.
You wouldn't want her to go down on a breakaway, and that's unfortunately what happened, and it's a goal scorer's shot.
So the Bulldogs will need to play catch up as Tia LaSalle makes her approach. Looking for options, slammed into the wall. Ben loses it in front, forces O'Kane to cover it, and will take the face-off in the offensive zone.
A good step there by Ben to poke that puck out, but better play by O'Kane just to cover it up and get some fresh players out for this Falcon squad.
Allison Carothers takes it off the draw, and it's sent over for Goudreau. I feel like we've only seen 2 lines of offense for this Falcons squad, whereas the Bulldogs rotating a little bit more. But some strategy from head coach Joe Cranston possibly in his 26th year at the University of Wisconsin River Falls. So he's been behind that bench for quite some time.
Experience for sure, especially just coming off a national championship the year prior.
He's rimmed up the boards. Roy fires it down. Howarth takes a tumble. Johnson with the steal. Her shot stopped by O'Kane.
And Johnson's trying to go short side there. But O'Kane comes out as she realized that Johnson had no help at all as all of her teammates were changing. So able to take down that angle for sure.
In the corner. This is fed up the wall. Long feed for Bell. She makes a nice move to the left wing, and a good glove save by Gilbert, reached across her body. Turned over in the slot, they play it to the point. Poole, there's a long drive that's blocked by Simon. She tries to get it out, but glued to the wall was Ron. Bulldogs trying to generate something as we near the halfway point in the frame. Roll right on the right wing as Johnson in the middle. Lets a shot go. Easy stick save made by O'Kane. Pass was blocked off the shoulder of LaSalle. Waiting out the defenses is Ron as she dumps in. Gilbert stops it on the backhand. Dopaida will swoop in to take it. Ben is on the boards. Takes a small bump as it's cleared out. LaSalle will skate after it as McKenna Orr throws a cross-ice pass. Ben with her back to the play picks it up along the wall, but it's turned over once more for Olsen. Here's some speed from Nickham. Shifty move, LaSalle with the steal. They'll put it off the glass and out. Still plenty of energy in the building from the AIA. Bulldogs looking to feed off of some of that support. Jocelyn Hudanish backhands it in as it's Anderson who stops along the right corner. Maya Roy's pass lifted in. Delayed high stick call as it's blown down. 8:24 left to go in the first. Still a 1-0 game in favor of Wisconsin River Falls.
Yeah, nothing much since that goal. Just back and forth, not much zone pressure from either squad. It's just some good defense by both teams.
Face-off is won back. The D-to-D pass is canceled out as taking it away is Goudreau. She lost it in front of the Bulldog bench. Trubin can't find her shot, and a good shoulder save made by Gilbert. Fights it off. And Jones back in the neutral zone skating around with it. Lays down Simon. as Gilbert will stop it on the backhand. Roy goes up the ice. It clears the zone. No icing, as Emma Simon will look to take it there at the bottom of the circle. Catherine Bell behind the net. Quick passing play to Hoarth. She'll fire it up ice. Lindquist to the left side wall. There's a chance in the slot. Poked away. Here comes LaSalle. Has Roy ahead of her. LaSalle looking towards the net. LaSalle's in. The shot blocked. Rebounds there. It's still loose. No whistle. It was never covered by O'Kane, but the officials lost sight of it.
Yeah, Roy almost tucked that one right in between the legs of O'Kane. As we'll catch the replay right here. LaSalle using her speed just to get around the Falcon defender. And then watch carefully as Roy's just barely going to tap that one and almost goes through, but that puck was never covered. O'Kane had no clue where it was at all.
Would have been a great time to tie the game for the Bulldogs if there was no whistle. A tip got sent the way of Gilbert, and she had to swipe it aside. This is played to the blue line. Here goes Courtney Ben. Toe drag move. LaSalle's shot put off the pad of O'Kane. Just got enough of it to stop it. In the corner, it's angled. And racing to it is Alexa Nycom. This is sent all the way down the ice for icing. And the Falcons won't be able to change.
Yeah, great chance here. Some tired players out there to possibly put one in the back of the net to tie up this game for Adrian. But feeling that if a goal is scored, this place is going to erupt.
.6:31 left to go in the first. Bulldogs try and set up shop in the offensive zone. Here's Anderson with a nice shot, trying to find the top elbow of the bar, but it's shouldered away by O'Kane. Trubin trying to catch the Falcons in a change. Wolschlager goes deep. Coattails behind Carothers. Here's a good steal. Trubin, her backhand stopped. This is shoveled towards the net front. Wolschlager can't get around Carothers. Allison Carothers slap shots off the glass. It'll be sent down. Pietrucha to Trubin, back for Pietrucha. Flip down. Here goes Riley Johnson. Goes one-on-one with Sammy Poole. Johnson stopped on the wall. Now a quick feed for Goudreau. Goudreau's in. Over the blue line. Moves left to right. Now towards the front of the net. Her backhand sent into the midair. And a pass is miscued as it's sent all the way out. O'Kane will play it on her stick as it's softly left for Dunn. In the corner, white and red sweaters candy caning together. There's a bounce pass off the boards by Poole. And now it's Riley Johnson who has it at center ice. Johnson flips it into the far left corner. Poole will pick it up. Anderson tried to take it away but couldn't. Dunn with a great pass to Nycom. Nycom on the wing. Here's a chance in the slot for Olsen. Dopida turning on the Jets. Races up the left wing. Her shot blocked by the skates of Lindquist. Biscuit still bouncing around as it's fed to the point. Kept in, rotated to the right corner. Now on the near side wall. Falcons look to take it out of the zone. Gilbert Stops it on the boards. Trubin to Roy. And now it's her turn to skate downhill. Roy with a shimmy shake. Works around the zone. Looked maybe for a wraparound as that shot from the point is blocked. Nobody knows where it is. Settling in the corner as finally all the players have eyes on it. Wolfschlager fights hard for it. Angled on the boards, it stays in. And it was delayed offsides. Anderson touched it as she was coming back over the blue line. And River Falls gets called for offsides. 3:23 left to go in the first. Back in fourth action to start this first period.
And the Bulldogs doing a great job of getting sticks and creating a lot of turnovers in the offensive zone. Their forecheck has been hitting home really well.
Simon plays it back off the face-off. Long dish from Roy. And stopped on the line. Now it's Lowry. Works right to left. A good toe drag move. Lowry scores! A beauty of a goal! Put that one on the highlight reel. Zoe Lowry ties it.
That was absolutely unreal, Herms. I thought she was going to shoot this puck going in, and so did the defender. Whoop! See you later, and finds the 5-hole. And Lowry ties up this hockey game. That's an exact goal you needed, and this place is going nuts.
I couldn't even find the right words at first. The poise and the confidence to pull off that move. Absolutely amazing. Zoe Lowry with possibly one of the goals of the season. Her 6th on the year for 13 points. We're tied at 1. Hansen will chase it down in the corner. Wolfschlager plays it. There's a trip. Anderson taken out there as she went down as well in a heap. Sammy Poole's long pass off the target, trying to find Kaylee Nycomb. Anderson. Here's Olsen in the middle. Olsen's in and scores! A short-lived lead, and the Falcons are back on top 2-1.
That was a wonderful move there by Olsen. The defenders for Adrian kind of get caught up with one another. And Olsen is able to go right down Broadway and absolutely fool Gilbert and puts their team back in the lead here with just over 2 minutes remaining.
That's the second time that we've seen the Bulldogs give the Falcons a chance literally just to skate down the center lane of the slot. And with a high-powered offense and a strong team, that's something that you cannot afford to do at any point in the game.
Yeah, they've been playing really well defensively, and their only 2 mistakes are those breakaways. And this team, #1 ranked in the country for a reason. They're going to capitalize on those chances.
A shot took a weird deflection and almost dribbled in. Now it's Courtney Ben who looks to tie it up. And the shooter always has the advantage on the breakaway because they know what they're trying to do with the puck. It doesn't always happen, but the goaltender just has to read and react and hope that they pick off some kind of sign to see what they're going to do.
Especially on a breakaway, most of the time, shooters elect just to shoot the puck. Like that first breakaway was an absolute snipe bar down. So Gilbert probably expecting another shot, and it wasn't. It was a nice dangle by Olsen.
Trubin's shot is just barely gloved down by O'Kane. And 1:06 left to go in the first period.
And it's just back and forth hockey, Herms. It's what we expected here with these 2 top-ranked teams in the country.
Offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. Maybe something on the horizon within the last 60 seconds of this first period. There's a fast pass for Jones. Lost it to Hudanish, but it played back for Jones. Jones with no angle to the net. Trubin shoves her in. There's a save and a rebound. They score! Everybody lost sight of the puck. And under a minute left to go in the first period. The Falcons make it 3-1.
Megan Goudreau finds this puck after it kind of just bobbles all over the place. She's going to pick it up right there. And then the stuff attempt and the second chance for herself goes in. Gilbert was expecting that one to go across the net. Never saw Goudreau picking that puck up. And all of a sudden, the Falcons have a 2-goal lead.
Maya Roy speaking with the officials about something, but it doesn't change anything, and a 2-goal lead for the visitors. Catherine Bell with speed. This goes to Emma Simon. Now Zoe Lorai. Lorai with a goal already, tries to pull the same move, but the second time it didn't work. Oh, and a body check there from McKenna Orr as this is lifted all the way down for icing.
Yeah, just under 19 seconds here to get something going for your team, possibly put one in the back of the net to go into the intermission, only down by 1. This is a crucial face-off here for this Adrian squad.
Johnson gets tangled up with Bell as we're at the last 10 seconds of the period. So what looked like a really good start for Adrian quickly was taken away from them as the horn sounds, and that's the end of the first period. 4 goals in the opening frame. Falcons get the first one, Bulldogs get one back, and then quickly Wisconsin River Falls takes a 2-goal lead heading into the second period.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up 2 breakaways, especially against this high-powered offense and team. And mistakes like that can't happen, especially when you're in a tight one, too, with it being 0-0 when that first breakaway happened and then 1-1 when that second one did.
So it is Catherine Bell who gets the first goal of the game. Zoe Lorai with the tie. Bailey Olson with the second for Wisconsin, and Megan Goudreau with the third has us sitting here. And Bulldogs need to tighten up if they're going to find a way to win this one. Defense needs to be a top priority for that center lane. But a 3-1 game as we go into the second period. Wisconsin River Falls, #1 team in the country, and the #4 Adrian College Bulldogs. Don't go anywhere. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth at the Arrington Ice Arena. Second period action coming up. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics. Brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Welcome back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. First period of play in this women's NCAA Division III matchup between the University of Wisconsin River Falls and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Done and over with, and now we have the second. 3-1 the score for those of you just tuning in now. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth after 20 minutes. 9-7 the shots in favor of the Bulldogs, but River Falls leading everything else. They're winning the game. They're doing better on face-offs. No penalties so far in the game, but Bulldogs have some work to do. As Hugh Danish taken out off the draw. I spoke too soon. Crystal ball you ask and you shall receive. And there's our first penalty of the game. 7 seconds into the frame. And the Bulldogs will have the first power play of the evening.
Negated a 2-on-1, so it's probably a good penalty to take. But Adrian now with a possibility of finding themselves back into this game, down by 2, trying to get one back and claw themselves back to the score.
Need to find one on this power play. Dopita swipes it off the draw. Here's Trubin, looks to the net, fires, and it's stopped by O'Kane. Dopita picks it up. She's behind the net. Maya Roy with a slap shot, and it's kicked out by Goudreau as it's played all the way down. There's Maya Roy. Finds a pass for Trubin. And 30 seconds gone, and nothing going yet on this power play. Here's Maya Roy over the center ice red line. Dumps it in deep where the Bulldog student section lining the glass. Dopita has to work around the official. Now it's Trubin down low, trying to handle is LaSalle. Can't get a grip, and Catherine Bell able to lift it down. Trubin with 43 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4. Hansen bobbles it around. There's a half shot on net, and it dribbled on the ice. Johnson is stopped on the wall. They play it to the point for Courtney Ben. Takes a slash on the shin pads. A nice move looking towards the slot, and it's cleared out again as the vulcanized rubber on edge. Courtney Ben spins it around the boards, and the Bulldogs, man, just really having trouble setting up.
And that's what happens when you dump the puck in on a power play. You get possession to the team right away, and you're fighting to gain it back. And River Falls doing a great job of just getting the puck out immediately.
So sent down and played into the netting. 17:47 left to go, and nothing going whatsoever on the power play.
Yeah, it hurts when you have a fresh sheet of ice to not capitalize then when that puck's moving on nicely on the power play.
In the corner is Katerlick. And there's a chance in front. Gilbert stops it and throws the blocker out against Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen trying to make a move around her defender and a little bit too far in front, and Gilbert smartly just covers it up for the whistle.
Bulldogs got to be careful in their defensive zone. Their defense, I really feel like, is going to be key to their game. You look at the results from River Falls, they've got more than 3 goals in every single game that they've played so far. The lowest number that they have is 3, but that doesn't really even count because it was a shootout win where it was 4-3. But in every other game, 3+ tallies. So you can expect the Falcons players to be hungry for more going forward. Wolschlager takes this away as she came back with a good back check. Along the boards, Ellie Bryce, angled away, throws it all the way down. There's Maya Roy. Feed gets picked off. Now it's Ori. Simon, she's got room. Here goes Simon, looking towards the front, pulls up and drops back. Her pass off the mark. Maybe should have just skated it to the net. Calling for it at the top of the blue is Roy, but the feed sent to her, not close to her blade. Kalia Lindquist tips it in for Bell as she touches up just far over the blue line. Here's some space for Lorai. Lorai looking to the front, trying to center a feed in the slot. And a hand pass is whistled as Lorai will hand the puck to the linesman.
Bulldogs just looking like they're not settled in fully into this period just yet. Their passes are just not hitting their mark. Either it's from a defenseman or just a pass on a 3-on-2 rush like we saw earlier.
Courtney Ben got this puck off the wing on the face-off as Ron trotting towards it. LaSalle taken out, and another penalty is going to be called. Alexa Nickum is the offender.
Can only hope that Adrian's going to learn from their first power play of what this Falcon team and their killers are going to do to be able to set up in the zone and create some offensive chances. Their only chance they had is Trubin with a shot on net off the face-off, so hopefully they can win this one again like they did in the first one.
Here's a chance for LaSalle looking towards the front. There's a player down on the play, and we might have to take a timeout here. There's an injured Falcon player on the ice. Hard to see who it is from here. The number on the sleeve in the back is blocked off from our angle. the training staff will come out to the ice. So we will take a step aside just for a quick moment on an injury timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
10 years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere. From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear, happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning. Ten years ago, Adrian College Television set out on a mission to bring the excitement, the passion, and the unforgettable moments of Bulldog athletics to fans everywhere. From the field to the court, from nail-biting finishes to championship victories, ACTV has been there to capture it all.
Yeah, Jordan Spear, happy birthday, buddy. I'm sure.
This year, we celebrate a decade of dedication, 10 years of innovation, teamwork, and delivering the energy of Adrian College straight to your screen. Here's to the next chapter of ACTV, because at Adrian College, the story is just beginning.
Back after a quick injury timeout. Couldn't really see who was taken off the ice. It might have been McKenna Ori, as she took an awkward fall. Hope that she's okay. And there's another penalty on the board against the Falcons that was called in the process. So the Bulldogs remaining on the 5-on-4 power play. Swinging low is Maya Roy. Fires a pass, and it's connected to LaSalle. Gets tied in with Ron. LaSalle looking in front for Pomerleau, but she can't get it to go. LaSalle to Trubin. Trubin waiting, lets it go, and it's blocked. It'll shake all the way out. 60 seconds elapsing in the power play. Roy had Bryce right in front of her, intimidating her. Tipped off the glass, lifted all the way down. Bulldogs really having trouble today with the power play, as this is in the neutral zone, worked around, hit hard to the ice was Wolschlager. And the fans wanted a call. Ben with a good pass. Tips it for Hansen. Out of the wing and Ben. Ben with a nice move trying to find the top corner. There's Riley Johnson. Ben with a slap shot on the 1T. Whistles wide. Johnson lost it on the blue line. Hansen has to recover for her. Penalty will expire. And here's a break for Levergue. And a takedown there. Falcons want a call, and they're going to get it. Body checking is the decision, and River Falls will now go on the power play.
Yeah, Johnson just ran right over her defender, and it's mostly an easy call for body checking. Just can't do that in women's hockey.
13:36 remaining in the second period. And now a big power play chance for the visitors. Already have a 3-1 lead as Carothers carries at the blue line. Sammy Poole on possession, distributes down low, some quick passing. They tip it in front, still loose in the paint. Nobody can find it, and it's cleared all the way out. It'll carry over the blue line. It'll force Poole to backtrack. Catterlick gets tangled up. Bulldogs clear. O'Kane started to go and play it and decided not to. Olsen shrugged off. There's Poole with a diagonal pass for Catterlick. Back to Poole. Quick passing, sticking to the sticks. Catterlick plays it around the zone. Roy crunches Nycomb into the boards. And the Bulldogs have killed off the first 60 seconds of the 5-on-4. This is thrown all the way out of the zone. Roy pokes it for a second, pops up in the air. It's Poole, and high stick is the decision.
It's nice for the Bulldogs, too, because you're going to get a whistle and a face-off outside of the zone now, too, because of that high stick. So another chance you can win the face-off and throw the puck all the way down the ice to kill even more time.
Pomerleau gets dropped off the face-off. She'll head back after it. Still 30 seconds of a 5-on-4. Sliding to make that play was Pietrucha as she blocked it. Sliding on the ice. Top of the circle, there's Leverg. Her shot is blocked, now towards the slot, trying to find it for Howarth. But no play for her. It's Anderson who clears it down. With speed, this is Howarth shifting aside. Gilbert has to play a puck in midair. Pomerleau doesn't get the wood on the slap shot. Lowry has to work with it along the wall. So we'll play over the blue line. 11:15 left to go here in the second period. Wisconsin River Falls leading the game 3-1. All 4 goals in the second period, in the first period, I should say. Excuse me. And there's Lowry with a couple of good moves. Lowry inching towards the front, tries to slip it 5-hole. It's stopped. Lowry again with some hard plays along the glass. Falls to her feet, has to pick herself back up. Played around the boards. It's Poole. Slapped out and into the bench. I think it hit an Adrian player, and it's blown down.
Lowry with the smart decision there to throw it at the feet of O'Kane to have a nice rebound right in the middle of the slot, but no Bulldog barreling down, going straight to the net. Otherwise, it would have been a dirty goal, but a much needed goal for this Adrian squad.
Here's Anderson. Fires the shot, but it's wide. Bulldogs fans making their voices heard as it's Olsen who tries to let a shot go. Udanish hard off the glass. It doesn't clear. It'll stay in by the efforts of Olsen. Olsen left it for Nycomb. Wolfschlager will motor after it. And a good takeaway by Maya Roy. She gets over the blue. Roy, work to the outside, lets a shot go, and it hits something in front, bounced straight back towards the boards. And Bell will shift her way around the zone. Dopaida locks up with her. D-to-D pass. Now it's Carothers. Tries to backhand one towards the front. Guided away by Gilbert. Dopaida trying to hit the high glass, but a little bit too much elevation as it's sent into the netting.
Yeah, that would have been a good play because LaSalle was gone past her defender, so that one hit off the glass and got over that Falcon, then LaSalle would have been gone on a breakaway for sure, but instead it's off the netting and a draw to the right of Gilbert.
Maya Roy this time gets it glassing out. It'll carry down, but icing as Anderson tried to get back to the bench. We'll be told that she's not going to be able to change.
I'm sure some tired Bulldogs out there.
Brooke Lemke able to win her team the face-off. There's a quick shot over the shoulder of Gilbert. Outside part of the ice, Carothers with a shot. Sails high, the backhand hits off the netting, and it's swung around the zone. Carothers again, pushes to the dot. Anderson takes it for Dopaida. She's taken out, and it's going to be icing because she was never able to make the play. But you could argue maybe interference.
Yeah, possibly, but I think it was just more her feet getting tangled up with the Falcon defender, if anything like that. But another icing from this Bulldog squad, and they're tired out there, that's for sure.
There's number 5, Kenzie Dunn. Slaps it deep, played underneath the red line. And a takedown in the corner, no call as it bobbles around. Anderson recovers it. She's quickly taken off, forced to make a play. LaSalle looking to rip it down low. And it's just back and forth. It looks like, to me at least, that the Falcons just trying to play defense this entire period. And that they're doing really, really well.
Yeah, you're up by 2 against a good Adrian Bull Squad team. You want to play with that lead for sure.
Lowry trying to get to the front. And there's a penalty on the play. Holding is the call. Lowry had that puck and started to shoot. Maybe it could have been a penalty shot, but it's a penalty nonetheless.
And Lowry was going around her defender and Dunn, and she had a chance to pick up that puck, but Dunn held on to her, creating that penalty, obviously, so that O'Kane could go and scoop up the puck. But Bulldogs, again on the power play, haven't been able to create any type of zone pressure or any chances from it so far.
Trubin picks up off the draw. Let's see what the Bulldogs can do. Hemmed into the corner. LaSalle makes the pass to Trubin, now to Roy. Roy skates backwards, goes over for Trubin. LaSalle's shot off the iron. They didn't know where it was at first. Trubin with room, and it's off the post. It didn't go. A good shot, but needed it to be just a little bit lower. Roy scores! Maya Roy from the blue line. Dogs are back within 1.
The wonderful shot placement by Roy, but it's a screen in front of the net. There's so much traffic there that O'Kane can't see the puck at all. And she dropped, not even having a clue where that puck was going. And Roy picks her spot and lifts her team within 1.
Like you said, Tyler, fantastic shot selection from Maya Roy, and that's some veteran presence right there to just let it fly. 7:15 left to go in the second period, and the Bulldogs get a power play goal courtesy of Maya Roy.
It was much needed too. That power play didn't do anything leading up to that point.
Continuing on, this is played out of the zone. It'll roll all the way down the ice. Now it's Hoarth who makes a quick pass, and moving downhill is Bell. They've got room. Shot is blocked. Stick taps from the bench. Wolschlager has room for Simon. Simon on the breakaway. Here's Simon. Pad save by O'Kane. Shuts the 5-hole down. You can feel the energy starting to creep back into the Bulldogs. Once they smell blood, they go for it. Simon wraps it low, D-change for the white sweaters. Maya Roy can't control it on her blue line. River Falls were changing, and now they get to it. Here's Goudreau with an option to her left. Shakes around the zone, Goudreau drops off. Looking for a wraparound, that's Ori, and it's stopped by Gilbert. Some pushing and shoving. Trubin saying hello to Bailey Olson.
Olson's a tall girl that's at 5'10" compared to the rest of them, and Trubin not as tall as her, but still letting her know and protecting her goalie as well. But a great effort here by the Bulldogs to not panic, as the period wasn't necessarily going their way, but they'll find one and have a great response since that too.
This is played back to the corner. Falcons looking for an answer. Olsen crunched into the end wall. Has a skater behind her. Now to the slot. It rolls towards the front. And Gilbert gets a tap after the whistle. He's going to talk to the official about this. It looked like it was Madison Catterlick who gave her a tap. And Bailey Olson barking back and forth.
Finds herself in the mix, 2 whistles in a row. And it creates some energy for her team after kind of the momentum has shifted in favor of Adrian.
Wolfschlager to Udanish. It's off the boards and down. Carothers makes the play. 5:07 remaining in the second period. Wolfschlager to Trubin. They head up ice. Good feed off for Anderson. Plays it off her foot back to herself. Gets tangled up. She's taken out. Official looking right at it. You hear the boos from the crowd. Maya Roy works around the offensive zone. Can't play it down. This is lifted all the way, but no icing. This is intercepted by Carothers. Heads towards the front. Good save by Gilbert. Couldn't fully hold on to it. Some stick handling magic from Jones. Did too much on the play. Lost her twig in the process. And a great save by Gilbert on the doorstep opportunity.
Yeah, Kylie Jones had a great chance right in the middle of the slot there. He got lost in the defense and was trying to go far side, but the glove of Gilbert flashes and keeps this game within 1.
Back to the point. There's a slap shot. Stick save by Gilbert. Lindquist put it on net. Pomerleau around the boards for LaSalle. She's working it on her backhand, but coughed it up for Goudreau. Changing possession once more. They fire it off the boards. This is going to go all the way down and is icing.
Bulldogs have had a couple of icings, but that's in reason because they're either going glass out or boards out and trying to stretch their forwards past this Falcon defense. And sometimes those passes just don't connect, and it causes an icing.
Top of the blue line, here's some space. LaSalle grabs it off the blue. She's going in. Here's Courtney Ben with a wrister. It's blocked by Dunn. Golden opportunity, but the Bulldogs can't strike. Here's a great move. Gilbert didn't know where it was off the blade. Olsen sent a hard wrister her way. Came up with the save. LaSalle lasers it in. Ben going to retrieve it. Loses her footing. She'll tie up along the wall. Anderson comes in as well as Nycum. Small stick check there. Katerlick forces it up the half wall. Sammy Poole controlling. Her long pass off the target. Roy with Wolschlager behind her. Now for Hugh Danish. Shovels towards the front. It's blocked. There's another one in the paint. It's loose again, and the officials blow the whistle.
It's got to be the third or fourth time here, Herms, where that puck is loose and the whistle is blown too early. And it's just the referees just not being able to see where the puck is from their vantage point and blowing it just a touch too early.
Looked like the head official was farther towards the corner instead of near the net, so maybe his vision was blocked by some players in front, but we saw it from up here and just not getting the right call. Trubin's wrist shot floats as it doesn't touch anything. Simon turned it over. Now it's Bell. Here's a steal from Trubin. 3-on-2. Simon, she's in, and it's tipped away. Lowry turned into the body of Laverne. Lowry stick handling in a phone booth. Plays low for Carothers. There's a long shot from the stick of Roy. Trubin gets to it. Some good sustained pressure for the Bulldogs. Johnson skates back to get it. 1:40 left to go in the second period. River Falls still leading 3-2 with plenty of game left. There's a steal. Goudreau works it in and fires it wide. At the top of the circle is Lindquist. With no angle, they're trying to find something. Jones goes to the middle for Wolschlager, and a good save by Gilbert. It was Goudreau with the shot. Long drive from the point, tipped down. Gilbert right there to make the save.
There's a lot of traffic in front of Gilbert, and that puck being tipped as it was going high and being tipped down and almost squeaks 5-hole on her, but she stops it well. And just over a minute left, and Falcons looking to pounce here.
Less than 60 seconds left. There's a wraparound chance. Goes through the blue paint, but not across the line, and Lindquist has to speed back to get this. Forces it around the half wall for Nycum. It'll stay in zone. Ben with a toe drag shot, went to one knee and rose it too high over the bar. Long drive, LaSalle has a trailer and Dopida in front. She's tied up. LaSalle trying to jostle it free. Finally, it breaks out. Ben can't hold on to it. Here come the Falcons. Olsen on the far left wing. Olsen backhands it over the bar. Gilbert lunged for it, but didn't get the trapper on it. This will take a long bounce down, 2 seconds and 1. And that's it for 2 periods of play at the AIA. Dogs get one back from Maya Roy on the power play, but they're still down by 1.
And you figured you take 3 penalties within the first 10 minutes of the hockey game. You're eventually going to get scored on, and Roy with a great shot with a great screen in front of the net and puts her team within 1. Falcons not able to get anything going on offense really at all that period. And overall, just pretty much deadlocked going into the third.
All right. Big period coming up for the Bulldogs. They need to find one if they can tie it. Need to find 2 if they're going to win it. 3-2 our score as we head into the third period. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman, don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics, brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity."
Third period coming up, and it is certainly an important one. Game 3-2 in favor of Wisconsin River Falls. Adrian College down by 1. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth on ACTV. We'll take a look at some stats after 40 minutes. Shots just about even. Both goalies playing pretty solid, and it's been River Falls who's dominated on the faceoffs. And 1 power play goal on 3 power plays for Adrian College. They need to find 1 to tie. What's in store for us for this third period? Trubin will start things off and turns it over as this is slap-shotted up off the glass. Anderson gets around a couple of players. Alexa Nykum to number 3 in Madison Catterlick. Now it's Maya Roy, had the second goal for the Bulldogs. Throws one towards the net front area, blocker to side. Tipped on the boards. And here's a floater sent into high air. Now it's Ellie Bryce, who works it around the yellow dasher. Puck is stopped on the boards. There's a shot from the point, and it's blocked aside. Megan Goudreau finds it to Bryce. Repositioning to the top of the point. There's a shot. It banked off of somebody in front. The backhand on the second try was blocked. And it's Roy who comes in and tries to clear. Or rather, that was Riley Johnson. That left side drive tipped off the top of the glove of Gilbert. Now it rotates around. Fan section for the Bulldogs moving to the opposite end of the ice. You can see them lining the glass. Maybe a intimidation tactic against Jordan O'Kane. Minding the net for the Falcons. Now it's Maya Roy spinning off a player there. Looks to create some space, gets a good pass down, and it didn't settle for LaSalle. She was right there, and O'Kane gets the paddle behind it and stops for the whistle. 17:39 left to go in the third.
Yeah, I think LaSalle never even saw that puck. Otherwise, should have been able to smack it down and create a 2-on-1 with a great scoring chance for the Bulldogs. But so far, just over 2 minutes of play in this third period, and the Falcons have dominated in their zone.
Trubin goes off the wall to Ben. Dopida was in front. It's Trubin and Avalone who are on top of the blue line. Falcons able to clear the zone. Trubin has to race back to get it and wins the race as Katerlich was right behind her.
Their offensive zone for the Bulldogs, just trying to create some type of pressure here as they haven't been really in the offensive zone much to start this third period.
Bulldogs win the faceoff in the offensive zone. Anderson with a shot that redirected wide. Wolfschlager works this around. Udanis tries to step in to help. There's a hit along the wall. And some more boos that you hear from the crowd at the AIA. Avalone, a stick check on Olsen. Olsen still hanging on to it. Finally, Avalone with a good clearance. Anderson trying to get around Jones. She's taken out. Never touched the puck, but was bodied real hard. Pietrucha plays a jumping puck for Maya Roy. Has a couple of skaters up ice. It'll settle down. Lowry skating back to go forward and now plays the center lane. A nice move from Lowry. Lowry working in. Lost it at the last second. Johnson picks it up at the left circle. Goes to Pietrucha. Right side point. Fires a shot. Tipped into the netting and out of play. 15:56 left to go in the third.
I love the confidence from Lowry. Walking in 1v5, trying to treat it like McDavid against the Rangers. Couldn't have anything from it.
Continuing on, there's Howarth, who fires it in deep. Pietrucha for Roy. Lost her footing, was trying to make a simple play and just miscalculated. Roy again fires all the way down. It was never touched in the neutral zone, and it's icing as we'll get the faceoff back to our left.
Seen a lot of icings by both squads, just trying to stretch the zone and not being able to hit their passes. Sometimes can happen, and another defensive zone for the Bulldogs.
Falcons fly in to take the puck off the draw. Laverne working through pressure. Roy off the glass and out. Simon in a foot race with Howarth. Simon's all by herself. 4 new skaters on the ice while she was going to collect it in the corner. Here's Eilina Dopida. Dopida with the shot. Easy blocker save by O'Kane. Courtney Ben stumbles, now recovers. Olsen lost it for Ben as she works around. Adrian College just having a hard time staying strong on the park. There's a great move, put to the slot, they score! Bailey Olson with the dangle, and then in front of the net, that slot unprotected again.
Laverne finds herself wide open in the middle of the slot. See the dangle here, and then the pass back. It was in between the legs of Aloni, and fortunate for the Bulldogs to let up a goal like that after they put some pressure on this Falcon team.
We talked about it in the first period. You saw 2 goals scored on the rush as Anderson tried to fire it towards the net, but if you give a team like Wisconsin River Falls space in the slot, they're going to take advantage of it. And I don't know if it was a miscommunication on the defensive side or just a really, really good deke from Bailey Olson to create some time. But again, uncontested, Laverne was all by herself, and that's an easy shot to make. I mean, you're 2 feet essentially off the top of the blue paint.
Yeah, it was really the pass from Olson that snuck in between the legs of Aloni that really caused that play just to be wide open in the middle of the slot.
Maya Roy rips a shot wide to the glove end of O'Kane. Pushed over the blue as Johnson caresses it. Trubin to Simon, and they lost it. Here come the Falcons again. Kylie Jones taking her time up the right wing, poke checked by Maya Roy. Here's Johnson. Pomerleau backstepping. Goes cross ice for Pietrucha. Back for Pomerleau. And she'll shovel off the boards. Kenzie Dunn. Couple of shifting moves. This will take a bounce at the blue line, and Pietrucha had it in her body, and they say she closed her glove over the puck.
Yeah. It's going to be a penalty against her.
Wow, they're calling a penalty. You're right. I don't think I've ever seen a penalty for closing your hand over the puck.
I don't really think she had possession like.
It was in her chest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was bobbling it, trying to get it out. But instead, to that official, looked like she closed her hand over it. And she's going to sit in the box for 2 minutes now.
That's a unfortunate bounce for the Bulldogs. As now a big power play chance for the Falcons. Olson goes to Poole, back for Olson. Olson looking towards the front, they swipe it through the crease. It doesn't go. Pomerleau clears. Guided to the corner by O'Kane. Bailey Olson makes her approach. Her pass to nothing as it's rimmed around the high glass. Anderson backhands it down. Pomerleau will chase after it with Allison Carothers. Stretch feed for Katerlick. A good move. Drop pass for Nykum. Back up top for Poole. A toe drag gets around Udanish at first, but she recovers it and they help clear it out. Poole goes off for Lindquist. Back to Poole. Now it's Ellie Bryce. With quick speed. Circles around the offensive zone. Scans the area. They find it to Goudreau. Lets a shot go on top of the paint. It's bouncing around. Bulldogs look to clear. It stays in as Ori went down to stop it. Here's Ori cutting to the middle. Didn't like the shot. It bounced off her blade. Now Lindquist. Inside wall. Off for Bryce. In the corner. Back to the top of the blue line. And the feed is too hot to handle. It's cleared. 9 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4. Bulldogs have almost killed it off. Here's Goudreau. Onsides for the play. Bounced off the boards. Johnson. Maybe a 3-on-1. Pietrucha has Anderson on the wing. She goes too wide. A backhand in front. It's stopped and whistled down.
Yeah, explained it perfectly. Anderson just found herself going into that corner, basically away from the net, and try to chip a backhand, trying to go across crease, but instead O'Kane collects in her chest instead and gets a whistle and negates a possible great opportunity for the Bulldogs.
Back to the corner. Bulldogs trying to get hard to work. Catherine Bell with a step, looking towards the front. They put it on. Good save by Gilbert. Ben gets tangled up with Carothers. And they steal it away. Here's Ben with a chance, puts it on, it bounces over the net. In and out of the glove of O'Kane, but it doesn't go. Back to the point. Pomerleau's shot, stopped by the pad of O'Kane. Ten minutes left to go in the third period. Bulldogs are down by 2. They almost turn it over in front of the net. Fighting hard for it is Simon. Love to see that ferocity. There's a steal. Simon. Johnson trying to find a shot. Stopped by the pad of O'Kane. Need to have players in front to try and collect rebounds, as they're just getting one shot off and then it's turned away. This will clear the zone. It's going to be icing. And we get a pause in play with 9:20 remaining in the third.
Yeah, O'Kane's good at stopping the first one, but those rebounds are there for the Bulldogs to pounce on them. They've just not been able to get any players in front of the net other than on the power play.
Trubin hems it up the wall. It's turned over for Olsen. Everybody fighting for it. Olsen's backhand pass is stopped. It plays itself back to Olsen. She squirts it through the paint. Dunn gets tangled up in front of the bench area. Trubin with a good pass. That plays down low. There's a bounce feed for Bryce. She's got a step, works it over. Oh, and Trubin almost gave it away right to Goudreau. Extended the stick, but didn't know that Goudreau was right next to her. Pietrucha goes around the boards for Trubin. As she puts it off the netting, the draw will stay inside the defensive zone. 8:18 left to go in the third period.
And with that puck not getting deflected at all, that means that the Bulldogs can't change either. Some tired players out there with their 6 on their knees.
There's a slap shot from the point. It goes wide. And it's Hugh Danish. He's right there, controlling at the blue line. It's Hoarth. Pietrucha just looking to get it out, and the Falcons keep it in. A high riser, fought off by Gilbert, makes the save, and taking a step over the head of Gilbert was Bryce. That could have been really, really bad.
Yeah, that looked extremely dangerous. Luckily, no injury came from that. Otherwise, it would have been extremely bad.
Left point. Rimmed into the corner. Hansen muscled off the puck with ease. Turned over to the slot. Ben trying to find a pass for LaSalle. She's able to do it. LaSalle's work to the boards. Ben checked off there, delayed offsides. Gives the Falcons enough time to break it out. Gilbert will pause it. Hansen will control it. And Roy can't get it out. Lifted puck, trying to find LaSalle. Falcons have just been stopping all of the clearing attempts and then just dump it back into the zone. It's really just rinse and repeat at this point.
So what happens when you can play with the lead too? You're up by 2. There's no reason to get caught in too much of a forecheck to lead on an odd-man rush going the other way. So they're playing smart hockey, which you expect a team like this to do.
They're essentially stalling the game because they can. And honestly, why not do that? I mean, it's smart on their end. If you're playing and you know where the puck is going to go and you already have 2 up, why not just dump it back down and force the team to turn it over again and you put it back into the other zone?
And it's extremely frustrating too.
Puck was loose. Again, the officials didn't see it, so you can see the calls going both ways.
Yeah, it's just, you can get frustrated for sure with is the puck just keep on getting dumped into the zone and you try to get it out and then all of a sudden it's right back in and you're just repeating the process over and over again.
This is shot up the boards. It'll get out for Lowry. Lowry's got a step, gets around 1. Here's Lowry in on net and a good back check made. Lowry never even got a shot. Catherine Bell repositions it down the ice, trying to find Laverne. And it's icing with 6:11 left to go in the third. Bulldogs running out of time in game number 1.
Yeah, Lowry with a great move there. We've seen her showcase her skills a couple of times this game, including that nasty first goal. But that one, just great back check from this River Falls squad.
Adrian College trying to find the puck. We'll see what the Falcons do. They just send it all the way down. It's going to be icing, so they can't change.
You're just under 6 minutes to play here, and you're down by 2. I'd expect the coaching staff of Adrian to tell the defensemen to pinch a little bit more, get into the place as much as you can, and because you have to go for it right now.
Maya Roy with a shot. Lowry up the wall for Roy. Back for Trubin. She lets it go. Tipped in front. Bobbled around. Johnson can't get to the rebound. Here's some speed from Kaylee Nycomb, and she puts it into the benches.
So that draw will come outside. Back into the neutral zone.
Take the face-off at center ice with 5:34 left to go in the third period. Now it's Maya Roy. Skyrockets this. It plays through the legs. Here's Simon, who tried to get a shot but was off balance and couldn't get it to go. Alexa Nycomb off the boards. Roy puts it up the half wall, trying to find LaSalle. She's bumped. Stretch feed for Simon. Has to turn on the wheels. Look to make a move, shut down immediately. Roy slapped a stick out of the hands of a Falcon, and that's going to draw a call, and not what you want when you're down by 2.
Yeah, it's especially with the time left in this hockey game. You're basically spending half of the time on the kill now. Just deflates your opportunities of scoring, especially when you're down by a player.
Power play chance for the Falcons. Trubin pushes this free. Hemmed up the boards. They control it at the blue line. That was Hoarth. Madison Laverne goes to Roon. Now in the slot, there's a chance for Nickham. And it's poked free. Here's Anderson, a shorthanded breakaway. Off the pad, it stays out. A good try from Anderson. Just narrowly banks it off the pad of Jordan O'Kane. A minute left in the penalty kill. Bulldogs clear it out. Back behind the play, McKenna Ori. Now it's Ellie Bryce with some space, a drop pass for Kylie Jones. A good move and a shot from the stick of Ori goes wide. Trubin around the dasher. It's going to be kept in by Lindquist. She turned it over though. Wolschlager is interfered with, and this is going to draw a call. So it'll be 4-on-4 for 24 seconds. Interference, the decision. 3:06 remaining in the third period. Once this first penalty expires, it'll be a power play. And at some point, I imagine the Bulldogs will go to pull their goalie.
I expect that too, Herms. Lindquist got that shot blocked and able to go the other way. She has held on to the Bulldog player streaking in, and it was an easy call for the ref to make. And quick turn of events for Adrian. A great opportunity now after these 24 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey to be back on the power play.
Johnson wins it off the face-off. She'll motor around the zone, and her pass goes nowhere as Olsen rushes up. Olsen with speed, a shot stopped by Gilbert. She'll just throw it back down to the ice.
Yeah, that pass wasn't strong enough to get to the defenseman for Adrian, and Olsen picked it off right away, and did a smart thing just to get a shot on net and a whistle down in their offensive zone.
Dogs able to gain possession off the face-off. It's Emma Simon who cuts it up for Pomerleau. Now it's a power play with 2:38. No goalie pull yet. It's still 5-on-4. Everybody gets turned around on the blue line. And it's cleared out. Minute and 15 left to go here. Maya Roy skates up center. Lost it on the entry. Cleared down by the Falcons. Trubin goes to LaSalle. LaSalle rushes up, has two players on her. Doesn't make it easy for her to make a play. Now it's Gilbert who's being pulled to the bench. Roy lets a shot go. Tipped in front. It's picked up by Bell. Falcons can just throw it to the empty net because they're still on the PK with 1 minute and 38 seconds left to go in the third period. Rolling puck is sent all the way down. Roy will go to retrieve it, and 90 seconds left. Roy's pass essentially nowhere as this is tipped over the net by the glove of Roy. Trubin is back, now Dopaida. Dopaida turns it over to Laverne. Roy using whatever energy she's got left. This is sent down to the empty nets. The penalty expired, but they don't call it down for icing, so it must have been as the clock was running out. There's another trip on the play, and it's going to be a penalty.
That's a huge call. Puts the Bulldogs back on the power play with only 54 seconds left here. 2 down.
6 on 4 until the end of regulation, unless they find one quickly.
This face-off is crucial here, Herms.
And it looks like Jocelyn Hudanish is going to call for a timeout. So Chad Davis will draw up some strategy on the bench and will step aside just for a quick second. We'll be right back with the last minute of play in the third period. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Back at the Arrington Ice Arena. Timeout done and over with. 2-minute power play. An empty net. And the Bulldogs need to find some magic.
Yeah, shoot at will here on this power play. Immediate shots, regardless if they're high quality or not. You just need pucks being thrown at the net.
It's won back by the Falcons off the face-off. And just when you thought that you had a chance with an extra skater, there's going to be a penalty called against the Bulldogs.
So any chance of any possibility of climbing back to this game is pretty much done and over with. That penalty brings it back to 4-on-4 hockey, and Gilbert goes in her net.
So we're back to 4-on-4. The net is filled until the Bulldogs decide to pull Annie Gilbert again to try and go 5-on-4 if they can. Courtney Benn takes a body checking call. As this was clear, it's gloved down by Bryce. Swiped into the zone. 31 seconds left in the third period. Falcons holding on to their 4-2 lead. Simon trying to shake around some defenders. Gilbert tripped on her way to the bench, finally gets there. Last 10 seconds of this one. They circle it around, covered in the crease. Some pushing and shoving, everybody comes together. And this is boiling over.
Yeah, some frustration by the Bulldogs. You can kind of just tell that some players just let it go, and down by 2 with 6 seconds left, and
6.9 remaining in the third period. Face-off is shifted to the neutral zone, which basically does it. Johnson ties up the draw. One last shot if they can hurry, but that is not the case. The horn will sound. And the Falcons take game one on the weekend by a score of 4-2.
And I think you can just account this loss for the Bulldogs to the simple mistakes you made. You gave away 2 breakaways and a great opportunity right in front of the net on that 4th goal, and you just got to be better in the D zone and making sure you have your player. And that's why they ended up losing tonight's contest.
Got to be more disciplined in front of the net going into tomorrow. That's really the key to the game. And the final score, 4-2. That's definitely a hard one that will sting for Chad Davis's Bulldogs, but they'll get another crack at it tomorrow. That puck drop will be at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on ACTV, so be sure to tune in for that one as the Bulldogs look to avenge their loss today. From everybody up here in the booth, Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman signing off for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.